Hey guys, what is going on? It is Chris here. Anyway, we are going to be looking ahead to today's games for Friday, January the 10th here today. Anyway, if my voice sounds a little messed up, I am actually pretty stuffed up and sick. So if I don't do videos in the next couple days, you guys know why. Got a little bit of a bug going around here. So if I sniffle a little bit, I do apologize for that. So, anyway, yeah, wasn't too bad for us last night. Our premium lineup scored, I think, a 301.25 or 301.5 in on Fanduel, which did cash in tournaments, and then we did late night on DK, and it scored 221 or 225 around that area, which doesn't sound that good, which it wasn't, but the cash line was so bad in late night it was like 205 or something, so it cashed easily there. So, yeah, not too bad there. We did win there yesterday. So, as normal, if you want to get in on premium, check out our website in the comment section below. And if you want to hit us up on Twitter, we will have that down there for you as well. And did not do any bets yesterday, but the day before we did go 2 for 2 on our bets. We had New Orleans by 4, and then we had Utah by 13 and a half, and we got both of those correct. So if you want to get in on that as well, let us know on Twitter. So no projections today, nothing like that. Like I said, I'm not feeling the greatest, so didn't really have time to do it. But anyway, we're still going to go through this slate relatively quickly. There's a lot of games, and then I'll give you guys a couple of my top picks. Try to make a lineup. If not, I'll give you most of the guys that I am liking here today. So anyway, let's start with the first one and one of the best ones, Atlanta and Washington. A 236 in Washington by 1. So as normal, we do have Mr. Bradley Beal as a game time decision. If he plays here and he's all healthy and ready to go, shoot, I won't mind firing in Beal at 7,600. If we get word that he has no minute restriction, if we get word that he has a minute restriction, obviously I'm probably not going to play him. But if we get word he's all ready to go, I'll probably put him in there quite a bit. And obviously, as we all know, if Beal's out, Ish Smith, McCray, Brown, those are the obvious guys there. Atlanta side will be chalky. Trey Young, Kevin Herter, he didn't do the greatest the other day, but I still like him here against Washington. John Collins is an obvious. Looks like Bertans is back. Available to play. Okay, so I don't know how much he's really gonna play. Still, it doesn't really affect any of those other guys, in my opinion. If it affects anyone, it affects Ian Mahiney a little bit and this guy here. So, um, you can look at Bertans, but I think he's going to have a minute restriction. But yeah, anyway, Collins, Brown, McCray, Kevin Herter, and Trey Young here for sure. And then, like I said, if Beal plays, I still like Trey Young. I think that definitely hurts Ish Smith. But McCray should come off the bench. And you guys know how I am with McCray off the bench. I like him. So a lot of people are going to be on this game for good reason. It's a 236 total, and you guys should be as well. So we got some really funky start times here. We got a 7:15 start, kind of weird. Um, and then we got a 9:45 start time. That's interesting. I haven't seen that, I think, in a long time, besides like Christmas games or something like that. So interesting start times here by the NBA. Anyway, New Orleans and the Knicks with a 225, relatively high here, and a 5 spread for New Orleans. I think that game could go under. We'll have to see. Yeah, so anyway, Randall looks like he's going to be out here. Morris is game time decision. If he's out, obviously Bobby Portis is going to be a really good play, only if he starts. For some weird reason, Portis doesn't start. I am off him. You see here, favors. I definitely could look at him. Ingram has a finger issue, kind of sprained it the other day. I think he'll play in this one, but if for some reason he doesn't, you can look at Moore, Reddick, Hart. All those guys are going to get a really big usage bump, and also Lonzo Ball. So as of now, Lonzo's worth a look for me. Reddick is worth a look for me. Ingram, if he plays, is worth a look, but he is $9,400 though. Each one more had a bad one, but he's worth a look. And Favors and Portis. So I'll have a couple guys in this one. It is a 225, so I'm gonna have a couple. I think my favorite play is probably Portis. He'll be very chalky. That's only if he starts. If he doesn't, probably not going to be on him too much. And like I said, I do like Lonzo a little bit as well. All right, moving on. Miami and Brooklyn. 217 in Miami by 3. I don't have too much in this one. You can definitely look at the Miami side, maybe with the Jimmy Butler. LeVert's playing a couple more minutes, so that's hurting Dinwiddie's production quite a bit. I don't have honestly much in this one. Bam is worth a shot, and maybe Myers Leonard, just because he's been a solid 20, 22. But there's a lot of cheap power forwards and centers tonight, so I don't know how much you really need Myers Leonard. As of now, I don't really have anyone from this game that could change, but not much going on for me in this one here. Next one is Indiana and Chicago, a 212 in Indiana by 4. So this one has a couple injuries to look at. As we know, Wendell Carter is going to be out for a while. Sabonis is game time decision, so keep an eye on that one. I don't mind Thaddeus Young. He could start once again, and as I mentioned the other day, Indiana's not the greatest against centers slash power forwards, so I don't mind putting him in there. We saw Myers Leonard did all right, and Bam didn't do bad, but they were kind of blowing him out, so didn't play much in the second half. But yeah, Thaddeus Young been solid. He has been starting, so yeah, got to put him in there. Gafford was a total letdown, unfortunately. They just didn't play the dude. He had 16 minutes, and that was really it. So I wouldn't be surprised if he randomly went off today and Thaddeus Young sucked. That's just how DFS goes. See what else we got. Not much. Brogdon could play, so that hurts obviously Holiday, but I don't know. Brogdon's gonna have definitely a minutes limit if he comes back. So yeah, not much. Probably Young. If Sabonis and Brogdon are out, got to look at Turner. Got to look at Justin Holiday, Aaron Holiday. Yeah, I guess I don't really have too much interest in them. I mean, they are value plays, but like I said, there's a little bit of better players out there. So the one game that I actually like a lot is Memphis and San Antonio. I usually don't like targeting either of these teams, but it's a 231, which is extremely high for a San Antonio game when they're not facing like a Washington team or something like that. So 231 and a one spread. Yeah, this one should be pretty good. San Antonio actually plays a little bit faster than they have, obviously with Tim Duncan and Manu and Parker and stuff like that. So Dejounte Murray, 5,900. I think he could be worth a look here. Minutes are still not there for him, which kind of sucks, but I still think he can be a solid cash game play to get you about 29 to 30 in this one. Jay Morant definitely in play. DeMar DeRozan. This guy's just $7,000. He's way too cheap. I don't know why FanDuel dropped him so low. He had 43 last game and he's still 7K. Yeah, DeRozan honestly is almost a lock for me. I really love DeRozan at 7,000. That's just really cheap. You got Jay Crowder. He's worth a look for sure. He's definitely one of those guys that could do this to you here. Um, the reason why he did so good here is obviously because of the steals. Still had a solid game without it. He's risky for sure. 5,700 is a little much for me for him to put a goose egg up there, but he could also go off for you. Aldridge, he's cheap, 7,400. With this being a 231 total, I get he's not been the greatest, but I think Aldridge could turn it around here. And another really good play is Jaren Jackson. He's been as normal, pretty good recently, so I do like him. If he gets in foul trouble, you're kind of screwed, but besides that, you should be good. And I don't mind Valanciunas, but I don't have too much of him. So DeRozan, Aldridge, and Jaren Jackson are probably my top 3 from this game here. All right, what else we got here? Orlando, Phoenix, 217, and Phoenix by 2. So Orlando absolutely destroyed Washington the other day. This should be a little bit better game. Rubio, he's been terrible. I do like Marquez Fultz. Augustine is going to be out, so he gets a little bit extra minutes. So that does help out Terrence Ross. I was so high on him the other day against Washington, and he sucked. I was so surprised by that one, but I'm going back to the well here with Ross. Fournier also worth a look. If Gordon's out, you can look at Birch, but he's so up and down, but he should get the start. And then Vukovic, I do like him and Aiton. Both those guys are in solid spots. I'd probably take Vukovic, depending on what's going on with Gordon, because Gordon and Augustine would be out. So there's a little bit extra usage there for Vukovic. All right, Charlotte and Utah. Wow, 212 and Utah by 12. Yeah, this one's gonna be should be absolute terror for for Charlotte. Rudy's worth a look. I don't know if I really need him though. Bojan worth a look. Mitchell worth a look. Yeah, I don't like none of these guys are really in need because they should blow them out and they shouldn't really play the fourth. I don't have anyone from that one. Kind of like the Knicks game, just not much going on. Obviously, Portis was in play, but that was after I did a video, so not much going on in that one. Lakers, Dallas with that random 9:45 start time, 221 total. I honestly do not think that Davis is going to play. I think they have a back-to-back. Um, yeah, I think they do. So I don't think he's going to play in this one. Let's see here. Yeah, front end of a back-to-back. So I mean, I watched that fall. It was a pretty bad fall. He nailed his back really bad down by his tailbone, and yeah, it didn't look the greatest out there. So I just don't think they're going to test him. It's the Lakers. They need Davis. I get it's against Dallas, but is this game really going to matter? Probably not. They're going to take the number one seed there in the West. So I think Davis is probably going to sit here in this one. That's just me. So this is off Davis being out. Rondo, I think he could get extra little bump there. I do like him. If Bradley is out, I don't mind going to the well with Alex Caruso. Um, 2 games ago, Bradley did not play the second half, and that's when Caruso got a little extra run there. Had 24 minutes. I don't think he'll get you 26, but I think he's worth a look to get you 18 to 20. Only if Bradley is out, so I don't mind Alex Caruso here. Luka Doncic, solid option, but man, last time he played the Lakers, he got shut down for the most part. Let me go see if that is still on here. He only had 34 points, so that's worth a look. It is in Dallas here. He likes playing at home, so he definitely could turn it around here. As I mentioned, Bradley may not play, but I don't know if we'll get word on that by the time lock hits. LeBron is probable. Davis, if Davis is out, Kyle Kuzma, JaVale McGee, Dwight Howard, all those guys are in solid spots for sure. And also those guys are going to carry a ton of ownership as well. So question mark game for sure, but expected Davis to be out. So Mickey, Kuzma, LeBron, as I mentioned, Rondo, maybe in a one or two one-offs, and maybe Alex Caruso in a GPP only if Bradley is out. All right, Milwaukee and Sacramento. Uh, Man, should have went to this game. Anthony, if you're watching, we should have went to this one. Um, we love Milwaukee, and he's a Sacramento fan as well. So, man, we should have went to this one. My bad. Yeah, we're not even that far from Sacramento. So, anyway, we got a 220 total, and Milwaukee by 8 in this one. Let me go see what we got going on here. Not much. Buddy's worth a look, maybe, I guess. Giannis. If Bagley is out, Holmes is going to be out. You definitely got to look at Dwayne Dedman. This guy finally got to play for the first time in a long time this year. Had 12 points, 10 rebounds, not too bad. 3,700. He's probably one of my favorite options if Bagley's out. I don't know if we'll get word on if Bagley is out in this one, but obviously Bagley plays. Not really feeling Dedman. Harry Giles, not bad. Didn't play a ton of minutes, and he has foul trouble once in a while, but he's definitely worth a look as well. So that's what we got going on. Not too much in this one. Maybe Fox, but he's 7,400. So gonna move on. Gold State, the Clippers. We got a 221 and the Clippers by 13. So Golden State made that Milwaukee game for the most part a pretty competitive game. So we'll see what they do here against the Clippers. No Paul George. Beverly is back. He was back the last game. Beverly is worth a look, 5,300. I think he can easily get you 24 to 26 in this one in a cash game. And obviously with George being out, he's going to have to do a little bit more than normal. So Beverly, worth a look. Lou Williams, worth a look without Paul George, as I mentioned. Kawhi, I don't know if I really need him in this one. And Montrez, definitely worth a look. Especially if this game is going to be a blowout, definitely look at Montrezl Harrell. and Lou Williams to do very good off the bench. Anytime it's a blowout, they usually do pretty good. But also Paul George is out, so they, even if it is a close game, they're going to play, a little bit more than they usually do. All right, let's go pick some guys, and straight up, like a lot of guys are going to come for this game here. So we got Trae Young. I don't know if I can get Collins in this build, but I'm going to try to get him in there. Like I said, I like Brown and McCray and Kevin Herter. All three of those guys may be in my lineup. San Antonio, Memphis. I need someone cheap. So, like I said, this is all speculation that AD is going to be out, so we're going to go with Mr. Kyle Kuzma and go put him in there. And then this is only if, like I said, Marcus Morris is out and Portis is in the starting lineup. I'm gonna go put him in there. Like I said, you got Portis, you got McGee, you got Howard, and Dwayne Dedman as your really cheap guys. So that's where we're gonna go there. I think Portis could be the safest pick just because it's early on in the day, so we should get word on him. Dedman risky because of Bagley, plus Walton hates him, doesn't want to play him, and obviously Davis game time decision. So McGee and Howard. I mean, McGee's still fine without, even if Davis plays, so you could definitely put him in there. So Portis and McGee are probably my two top picks for cheap centers. You got 6,400 per. I'm probably gonna go Mr. Fultz here. I really don't mind Marquez Fultz at 5,700 against Phoenix. You got 67 left. Obviously, I got to get LeBron in there. It definitely hurts it a little bit though. Only gets you 4,700. Not much going down in that area. Probably Troy Brown's where I'm gonna go there, but it doesn't give me a lot of money at all. And then Jordan McCray, Kevin Herter are the other two options. Terrence Ross at 44 is where probably the lowest I'd go in that area. So if you can't get in Collins, you might have to drop down because he's expensive, but he's in a good spot. If you can't get him, Jaren Jackson's worth a look. Thaddeus Young, but I don't really trust any of those other guys there. So that's kind of what we're looking at. Got to get LeBron, Young, and Collins is definitely in a solid spot as well. So that is mostly it. Hopefully, you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did, leave a like. I do appreciate it. And also hit that sub button for more NBA FanDuel advice videos. All right, guys, that is it. Hopefully, you guys enjoy your Friday. Should be a lot of injury news that comes out throughout the day, so keep an eye on that. And we'll see you guys here a little bit later on.